After a while of tracking this herd, they have finally stopped to rest. In the video here, I'm trying to find a good spot to ambush them. The horse makes a distress call, but around here I'm still unsure if they spotted me or not. The horses start to make more distress calls. And finally, I get spotted. Strangely enough, as soon as I get spotted, a saber starts to growl at me. I'm unsure where it is at the moment. The horses keep making distress calls, but don't flee. I decide to proceed with the hunt. These horses clearly aren't a realism herd, as they approach me instead of fleeing. And here, I find the source of that growling, a saber. This saber, for whatever reason, has decided to protect this herd. They come up to me and in all caps say don't. I reply, saying I'm hungry, because why else would I be here? Here, they decide to threaten me, not very well, saying kill them or else. I believe they meant to say don't kill them or else. I obviously retaliate, attacking them, making sure to not hit the horses. In this fight, this person is making a lot of mistakes. If you're a saber fighting another carnivore, you should never use the pounce attack. The pounce attack should only be used when fighting herbivore players. I'm not sure if this was their intent, but by the looks of it, I think they were using the horses as shields, hoping I would hit one. Here, they start spinning for whatever reason. I'm not sure how this would help with battle. Beat me up at this point, which they can't considering I haven't hit any of them. Clearly, not smart players. After a small scuffle, the saber leaves me alone. I start to evaluate the horses, trying to see which would be the best target. I decide to go after the horse with a plain skin in the hopes they're a newer player, who doesn't have much experience with the ring game. But it backfires, and they start to attack me. I have an issue when playing the ring game, I will always miss the first ring. The saber defending the horses says this in chat, which is extremely ironic when you see what happens later. I decide to run and rest under a tree for a bit, deciding to reevaluate the targets. But then, this horse comes charging in. This is the horse I attacked. I jump in the tree and attempt to save my life. The whole herd is ganging up on me. I find it insane the lengths some herbivore players would go to try to kill a small little instead of just fleeing. I managed to find a good spot in the tree, safe from the horses. Some of the horses start to insult me, which is insane, considering they're the ones that are deciding to camp a tree, but whatever. After fully healing in the tree, I see my hunger bar has gone down a significant amount. But before I rush in an attack, I replenish my thirst. As I'm drinking, a horse runs in that has flee mode on. When a horse has flee mode on, they are unable to attack, and at this point I don't want to risk getting killed. I feel kind of bad because this horse wasn't fighting back at all, meaning they might have been AFK. But, of course, right after I kill it, my horse gets launched into tar. I only realize because I get the tracks. I immediately run out, not wanting to risk my saber. So I don't feel too bad wasting this carcass, because there's clearly still plenty of food around. Decide to find my next target. I'm honestly baffled the horses still haven't fled. I've killed one of their members, and I'm clearly about to kill another one. If you haven't noticed it already, my ring game skills definitely need some work. But on the second pounce with this horse, I managed to get some pretty good matches. Again, the horse's body is launched, but luckily this time away from the tar. If this were a realistic herd, only one horse would have died, as the herd would have fled and I would be forced to eat the corpse in the tar. Gathering around corpses like this is essentially offering yourself up on a silver platter. If I really wanted to, I could have kept attacking these horses, and one or more of them most likely would have been down. I start to poke fun at them here, thanking them for staying so I could eat. Because it is most likely I would have starved or had to find food elsewhere if they just fled in the first place. Here, the saber, or protector of the herd, approaches me. I ignore them for the most part. Their group member also approaches and begins feeding off my carcass. But only for a short few moments. If they hadn't left, I most likely would have started to become defensive. I'm unsure about what these two are about to do, but I watch with curiosity. And in a crazy twist, the self-proclaimed protector of the herd finally got hungry and began attacking them. They begin to flee and run into my bubble. I don't accept this and begin attacking them. With intent to claim this area as territory, I decide to try to kill both of the sabers, but mainly focusing on the saber that was the protector of the herd because they annoyed me. I was gonna chase them, but after taking fall damage from the tree, I decided to stay in my bubble. They end up successfully killing a horse, but after that, nothing really happens, so I skip past these few minutes. After relaxing and claiming one slot of territory, my meat goes rotten. But luckily, the herd of horses has stayed, so I can easily get another carcass. By staying around carnivores after one of your members have died, you are doing them a great service by providing them a steady food source. Your best option is to flee. Again, knowing the track record of this herd, I target a horse with flee mode on, one that can't attack me. I've never understood why some herbivore players will stick around when a player is being attacked, instead of using this valuable time to flee. After this attack though, it seems the herd smartens up and finally decides to leave. I noticed some saber scent in my territory, meaning those two sabers are still near. I wander around, trying to find these sabers. Luckily, I don't have to do much looking though, because one appears next to me. They growl at me, so I growl back, preparing for a fight. I don't think it was the smartest of me to start a fight when their teammate was still around. But I had seen the way these two players fight, and thought maybe, just maybe, I would be able to defeat both of them. I was hoping I would be able to kill one, then the other, but unfortunately their teammate sees the fight and runs in, ready to defend them. I start getting nervous at this point, but luckily the dark brown one, or the protector, runs off. I use this to my advantage and follow them, now focusing my full attack on this one saber. They run out of stamina, making it easier for me to kill them. Their teammate finally decides to show up, and I sit down, trying to regain some health and stamina. But they immediately run at me, determined to avenge their fallen teammate. I'm doing my best to try to maneuver around them, trying not to get hit. But I've still not perfected this technique, and they keep getting hits on me. When you are fighting another carnivore as a saber, watch your stamina. If you were fighting a wolf or a saber and use up all your stamina, it is very easy for them to now attack you and kill you. This other player has ran out of stamina, but every time I run in to attack them, they turn swiftly to face me, which is making it harder for me to hit them without getting hit myself. At this point, I'm only a few hits away from death. I'm starting to get nervous. I'm looking desperately for an opening to attack them, but I don't see one. I keep circling for a few moments before they run in and begin attacking me. I immediately turn to attack them. There is no stalling it now. We have to fight, and one of us will die. Luckily, I manage to maneuver around them and get the last hit. They fall to the ground, and I lay down right beside them, regaining my health. I was one hit away from death. I believe either one of us could have come out victorious, but luckily, I got the last hit. And that's it for today's video.